Hello Megan, this video comes to you on Thursday. So for today's video I have a little prop with me, which you will probably recognize. And by prop, I mean my movie box. This was my box of movies that I had while we lived in the loft. I still haven't taken them out of the box because they just fit so perfectly. These movies don't include all of the ones that I share with my family, like all of our Disney VHSs. These are all the movies that I have bought for myself for various reasons, because I love them so much. So I just noticed something funny. There's only one white DVD in this collection. It's Arthur Christmas. Apparently only Christmas movies can have white DVD covers. Case in point. White DVDs. So I just wanted to go through my box today and talk to you about some movies, because I love talking about movies. That was one of my favorite things about college, being around a whole bunch of animation people who just love talking about movies. So in your Monday video, you mentioned The Fall, which is also one of my favorite movies. Love this movie so much. This movie has the best child actress I've ever seen in my life. This is Gattaca. To me, this movie is kind of in the same vein as Doctor Who. It makes you really cheer for just the determination and spirit of human beings. Megan, you still need to see Arthur Christmas. It has some very hilarious animation and a really touching story. This is Unbreakable, an M. Night Shyamalan movie. It tells a very subtle superhero story. Not the normal flash, bang, boom superhero stories that everybody's used to. Very subtle, very well done. I also really like The Village, a lot of good storytelling and very suspenseful scenes. I know you said you hadn't seen Million Dollar Baby. I saw this movie when I was going through a Clint Eastwood phase, also when I bought A Fistful of Dollars. You get like a really touching, kind of almost a father-daughter story between Hilary Swank, the boxer, and her trainer, Clint Eastwood. Surprisingly touching story for a boxing movie. Judging by my movie collection, I think I really like stories with people who are crazy or have like drug addictions and stuff. I've got A Beautiful Mind, 2 movies about psychos, Secret Window and Psycho, and Walk the Line, which has a lot to do with drug addiction. But I would recommend this movie if you like Johnny Cash music. Got some classics, Back to the Future. We've got Hero, which is just the most visually amazing movie. Another classic, Hook, Divine Comedy DVD. Love these guys. Go watch Studio C on YouTube. It's hilarious. Got some Miyazaki movies. Absolutely love Miyazaki. If you're not familiar with Spirited Away or Howl's Moving Castle, you're missing out. Iron Man, amazing. Also love this movie because it has the best packaging I've ever seen. The cover is the Iron Man suit. The most recent Jane Eyre movie with Michael Fassbender as Mr. Rochester. There's actually several things I didn't like about this adaptation. I really didn't like their ending very much. Those few really good scenes made up for the other shortcomings. Labyrinth, can't go wrong with David Bowie. Master and Commander. The first time I saw this, I thought it was going to be much more of an action flick, but then it mostly ended up being about the friendships of all of the crew members on this boat, and I thought that was really interesting. 500 Days of Summer. This is not a love story. This is a story about love. A couple classics, Pirates of the Caribbean, Pride and Prejudice, The Prestige, and Thor. Sherlock Season 2, love it. Megamind and the Button of Doom, an extra I got when I ordered the DVD. I don't have Megamind in here. I've got a BYU animated film, Butchered Meats. I also have Kites, Pajama Gladiator, and Crossing somewhere. Not sure where. Amadeus, a very interesting take on Mozart's life. Lastly, The Brothers Bloom, very good acting, very funny story. So for your question about soundtracks, I would pick The Painted Veil. The soundtrack is so beautiful. I've listened to the soundtrack way more than I've seen the movie. And Megan, I am going to punish you for going over time on your last video. What I'm going to have you do is make a video with stuff on your head, namely, movies. Pick at least 5 movies and have them on your head for a good portion of the video. You can either have all 5 movies on your head at once, or you can separate them and have 5 individual movies on your head at different times. So that was a punishment, but I also need to give you a movie challenge, since this is movie week. So what I would like you to do is pick a scene from a movie that either awed you immensely or brought you to tears, and tell me why it did so. That's all for me today, Megan. Looking forward to your video tomorrow. High five.